Alright, so it's unlikely that Apple will do a one more thing for the iPhone event in a couple weeks, but never say never when it comes to this company. They have been known to surprise us in other ways many times. Even if we know what specs may come for the next iPhone or the next couple iPhones, there's always a way to throw a surprise somewhere in there. We've never watched an event and been completely bored because we knew everything. There's always something. So I want to entertain this idea of what if there was a one more thing? Because check this out. During Tim Cook's tenure as Apple's CEO, he has done 5 one more things throughout that whole time. The first one being in 2014 when he introduced the first product category post Steve Jobs, the Apple Watch. A year later at WWDC, he did a one more thing for Apple Music. In 2017, we got a one more thing for the iPhone X, and then in 2020, we got a one more thing for the Apple Silicon M1 chip. Finally, last year in 2023, we got a one more thing for the Apple Vision Pro. So with these 5 one more things, they were all revolutionary, but also something that made a big impact that we are feeling the effects of today. Apple Music, the M series chip. Now everybody's doing their own silicon, not just Apple. And we all know that Apple Watch is the best-selling watch in the world. Not smartwatch, watch. The best-selling watch. Too early to tell about Apple Vision Pro and how that impact is, but we do know that Vision OS is incredible. On a technological standpoint, it is just literally incredible. The best headset I've ever worn. So also out of those 5, only one time was there a back-to-back within the following year of there being another one more thing. Everything else was about a 3-year gap in between. So in this hypothetical one more thing that we get, it would be nice to be surprised because we're not expecting it. And I feel like what a great way to come full circle with this is to do a one more thing for the Series 10 Apple Watch. Tim Cook introduced the first one. Let him introduce the anniversary edition for the decade-year later watch. Right now there's rumors to have an Ultra 3 that comes out, as well as just a Series 10, but imagine if there was a third Apple Watch. Nothing crazy like the iPhone was, but just imagine that what we thought about the Series 10 isn't actually the Series 10. What if all these rumors that we were seeing throughout this year was actually about the updated Apple Watch SE, and the Series 10 is this completely redesigned that we initially saw these rumors about? That would be cool. Realistically, I feel like the watch would be the one more thing if we were to get one, but this is me now just kind of reaching and speculating and hoping. How cool would it be if we got something services related? Or better yet, something that was integrating a partnership with what used to be Project Titan, but now Apple is doing something with a car. We saw them introduce a few years ago the next-gen Apple CarPlay. Now imagine what if we saw something for next-gen CarPlay being incorporated into a dedicated vehicle, and that is the successor to this visioned Apple car, what was Project Titan. To be honest with you, just to stay with services again really quickly, I would be happy if they just upped the base storage for iCloud. Instead of 5 gigs, we got like 10 or 15 just to modernize iCloud a little bit. That would be cool, and that would be worth a one more thing, in my opinion. Also, we know that Apple's going to end their partnership with Goldman Sachs for the Apple credit card and the savings account, so what if they just one more thinged a new bank, or they became a bank? It's like I did a video about that once, huh? Me personally, again, just dreaming here, I would love Apple to be their own bank. They got enough money for it. I doubt we would get a one more thing for any of the accessories like the over-ear AirPods Max or the next-gen AirPods Pro. All that stuff feels like your standard incremental upgrades, nothing revolutionary there. And there's really nothing else I could really predict at this moment. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think would be a worthy enough one more thing that we are expecting in some capacity anyway? I'm not including anything with iPads or MacBooks because most of that stuff is normally saved for October or later on the following year anyway. So yeah, that's all I got. Let me know what you think. How funny would it be if they did a one more thing and introduced the next CEO the same way they did a one more thing and dropped the iCEO for Steve Jobs? Yeah, I don't actually think that would happen, but that would be funny to just kind of like play with it. But it went from just being, oh, hey, one more thing to actually being like a big reveal. And, you know, a change in leadership like that, Tim Cook retiring, that's a big deal. And we know he's not staying there much longer, so I don't know. I'm just speculating. But let me know what you think. And yeah, I'm still just counting down the days, excited to see what happens. I hope there's a one more thing, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm being realistic about it. But yeah, there you go. I'll see you guys later.